Hello, everyone. Welcome to AllySHIFT, where we have conversations, where we have lived experiences for being bigger, better, bolder allies to ourselves, to each other, to the planet. So, what I'd like to do today is actually read a story that comes from a wonderful book that is actually a part of our Treasure Not Buried series. It's Simply More. And it goes like this. It is based in Native American culture. When the fire hit, all the animals fled before it until they came to a stream and found safety there. They were frozen in fear because their home, the forest, had been taken from them. No matter how big or strong they were all paralyzed by the fear of what was happening. Except for the hummingbird. It flirted down to the stream, dipped its little beak in the water, and pulled up one droplet, all the hummingbird could hold. Then it flew back to the fire, despite its fear, and dipped one little tiny droplet into the fire. Again and again, it flew back and forth, one droplet at a time. The other forest animals discouraged the hummingbird, told it was too small to make a difference, that its efforts were being wasted. The hummingbird was undeterred, determined to do whatever it could do to help. And that's what all of us can do, isn't it? In the face of all the world's injustices, we do our own little bit to help. Watching that brilliantly colored flying jewel of a creature out of the sauna window, dancing for no reason other than sheer elation of movement, reminds me of who I am and what I'm trying to do in life. That is how we look for joy. I chose this story. It really spoke to me for some reasons I'll address pretty soon. But I think it speaks to all of us that at this time of just unparalleled uncertainty and fear, what are we going to do? And having a conversation with a fellow member of faith, it is very obvious that we all can do something. And when we think about what we can do for ourselves, what we can do for others, what we can do for the planet, doing something is not that hard to do. So make it an aspiration. For me, the reason this really called to me is the something that I attempted to do was to build a foundation of what we at AllySHIFT are working on that is going to be the AllySHIFT Center. To be named, more details about that later when we launch. But the center is going to be an enterprise that really gives us time as faith-dedicated people who our belief systems, all of our belief systems, come together in fellowship and stewardship to do something because we believe in doing something. So I attempted to buy a church. Pretty bold, pretty lofty. Was I encouraged? Yes. Was I discouraged? Yes. Was I successful in purchasing the church? No. I would not trade the attempt to try for anything, because sometimes the doing something is just being maybe not big enough, but bold enough, but belief enough to act. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. To don't be deterred. Don't be too discouraged. Give some thought by seeking in your own spirit, in your own mind, in your own ability, but also talking to others and also looking around at this magnificent creation that God has given us, called this planet, and ask, What can I do? And it may be as small as a droplet of water. But when that droplet of water is all that you have and all you can handle, that is everything. So I also want to share with you something else Cynthia has in her book. It's a poem. And it says, it doesn't have to be perfect to be your path. Still, it's the beginning of an understanding that when I am fully myself, I am at my best. When I doubt whether I can do something, whether I can do something for someone, I am always proved wrong. So be right. Be righteous in your thinking, in your being, in your believing. Lead with your faith. Be your faith. I wanted to buy a church, but more importantly, I want to tell you, we are the church. I'm the church. You're the church. Let's be the church, particularly at such a time as this. So thank you. Thank you today for being here and sticking with us in this AllySHIFT movement that we are bringing to life out of this moment. Everyone, take care. God bless.